testing. Hello, what's up? Yeah, I forgot to announce the stream on Discord. But I got a schedule now. Which I can show you on Twitch. Let's see. Wait, how can I? Okay, so my new schedule. Every Thursday, Tuesday and Saturday I try to do a stream now. Maybe at the same time as today, 6 PM always, maybe. We'll see. Let's see how good this will turn out. That's a big stick. So, the Better Annihilator Cam mod, or now named the Better Piloting Cam mod. I worked on it off stream because I'm a little bit more productive off screen than on screen. This might change in the future. Yeah, made a lot of progress. Got quite some things checked here. Rotation offset. Alright, this cam also now tries to stop when the player's in water. Also pretty cool. The only thing is with the multiplayer thing. That might no longer be an issue, but gotta test that. Okay, but the Better Piloting Cam mod will now move in the priority list because, let's refresh the page and check again. In my latest poll on YouTube, the Liberty Transport Authority transit jobs and AI buses won. Surprisingly, the Simple Sit mod was quite close. I didn't expect that actually. I much rather expected Pack and Carry to be second, but that's just how it is, I guess. You guys voted. Yeah. So, Liberty Transport Authority it is. We're gonna start working on this mod. I'm a little bit excited, not too much, because I think this could be a really cool mod, especially for the people who enjoy roleplay. I do too, but I never did it actually. Like 5M, never did it. I do enjoy it though, it's pretty cool. Quickly changed your mind. That's fine, that's fine. The results definitely surprised me a little bit. I already ordered my priority list, so Liberty Transport Authority is at the top, followed by the Simple Sit mod, Pack and Carry and Underground Intel. Better Piloting Cam I will not work on stream anymore because it's like almost finished. We're gonna concentrate on something else now. And that will be the Liberty Transport Authority. Let's see, I got some ideas for it. Player can become a bus or train driver and earn money through that. Very RP-like. AI buses drive around Liberty City which stop at stations, picking up passengers, and the player should also be able to enter an AI bus. A bus ticket should cost around $2 yeah, I asked AI for that, how much that would be back in 2008. $2 is crazy cheap. Germany, take example. So yeah, also the price could be influenced by certain events from the More World Events mod, which I will eventually work on in the future. And if the player does not have enough money, I guess we should just handle it like GTA 4 handles it when you take a taxi ride and have not enough money. I don't remember how this is actually handled, probably like 1 or 2 stars wanted level. Oh wait, no, it's actually... the price increases the further you drive in a taxi, but for a bus ride, the price is always $2. Well, not sure how we should do it yet. I wanna add an actual bus route editor. It's a real bus simulator right here. And ability to add new bus stops to the world directly from within the game. Basically also an editor to place new bus stops, which will get saved. I think it's a fun mod. I think it can be really fun. And I did even work on it at some point. Let me find it. There we go, Liberty Transport Authority. I did actually work on it back in the day. Nice. The cam mod for cars. You mean the one I showed a video about? Let's open the project. This is probably also, yeah, this is also made with an older IVSDK.NET version. Nothing works anymore. Damn. Well, this could be fun. Let's remove the reference to the old clones coding lib and IVSDK.NET. IVSDK.NET isn't even... oh, it's right here. Yeah, I am. That's correct. Okay, which IVSDK.NET did I download it? Nope. So it's probably in GitHub. GitHub and IVSDK.NET repro release. This is wrong. There we go. What kind of version is this? Okay. This is the correct version. This might also be the correct version of Clones Coding Lib. Ooh, Sharp UI is also utilized here. Oh no. Not Sharp UI again. Well, this version is old anyway. Yeah, still the old Sharp UI. Let's update this too. There we go. Ooh, nested classes. My old coding style is still present in this mod. Very nice. Not. Okay, let's clean it up first. We got a base to work with. Let's see if I can get the mod to a working stage today. That would be nice. Static. Nope. I could change the audio library from manage bus to fmod. I think I will also do that. Fmod is way better. But let's get to work. Let's get the mod working first. Before I change any major things. Okay, nice. All the classes are nicely packed in their own folder now, instead of within another class. Okay, good. There seems to be only one page in the sharp UI thing. Structs. Location. I'm gonna put that in here too. Where did I copy it? Ah. I can actually show a little preview of the mod I did back when I worked on it, if I can find it. Let's see. My music can stay on for now. Where could it be? Ah, this should be it. Yes. Okay, I found the previews. Let's see the first preview. So this is this was when I still worked on the mod some time ago.
The next stop is.
Ah,
The next stop is. The next.
okay. The next stop is, okay, this is definitely, this should play when you are driving in a bus and you're a passenger or a driver.
Stop is.
Let's see, does it actually change? Ah, no, okay. Okay, I know what it is. So when you reach a bus station, it should announce the next station.
The next stop is. This is.
Okay, a little preview for the voice. Let's check out the next. Let's check out the next preview. 30 seconds, alright. Let's see what this is. Ooh, old school IVSCK.NET version right here.
The next stop is.
Broke up Dukes Expressway.
Ah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, as you could hear, this is a mix of the subway station audio and the police announcer thing. The police audio. So it gets mixed together. And it announces the next station and then finds the audio files and then mixes them together. So, okay, I think this is the most up-to-date, in quotation marks, version of the mod.
The next stop is.
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
Okay, no cut here.
The next stop is.
Algonquin Dukes Expressway.
Get out of the way. There we go.
The next stop is.
Jade Street.
Alright, Jade Street. Wherever that is. I think my game crashed here actually. Let's see. That's why I couldn't reach it. Let's see. Ah, there we go, it crashed. I wanted to speed up a bit, but yeah. Didn't work so well. Yep, it does speak out road names. Oh, wait. Music again. I was wondering for the hidden chase script if it was possible to re-enable them with custom music. The chase script? Did you mean the video I made when I discovered that there was supposed to be chase music in missions when a chase happened? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's totally possible to re-enable them with custom music. The problem is that apparently this was a very early decision of the script developers back then to include something, and then it didn't actually end up being in the game actually. So not every script handles the activation and deactivation of the music. into Lost and Damned, for example, there's one call which enables the chase music, but the script never actually stops it. And this is a problem. So we would have to figure out ourselves if the chase somehow ended. This was probably an early consideration, but they never actually ended up implementing it. And then we got it in GTA 5. Or even to part of Gate Tony in the very last mission, when you jump out of the helicopter. I think you can also count that as like something like GTA 5 had, but yeah, this is not chase related. Oh, the default car GPS? No, that does just it just says next left and such. 100 yards, turn right and so. Have you ever played the original Mafia? I think some of the soundtracks of the game would fit well for some of the chases. I think I did, but I was way too young to understand anything. I remember that I was in a car and then I apparently didn't know where to go, so I always drove in a circle around the block, and then the character next to me actually said, "Why are you driving around in a circle?" I was very surprised. But yeah, I didn't understand anything. I should maybe replay it. So let's implement the logger class, which I always implement. Which I always use. This seems to be an old version of the Better Annihilator cam mod. Need to update that some time. God damn, where's it? GTA 4 projects. Apparently it's also not in here. Where the hell is the Better Annihilator cam project located? Let's see. Okay, it is in GitHub, okay. I did not see it there, but okay. So let's take the logger class. Logging class. Then change this to the name of this mod. Liberty Transport Authority. I don't remember if I played in English or German, but I would assume that I played in German. Because back then my English, yeah, didn't work at all. Oh, hello AI viewers. No thanks. Why does this message not get deleted on my overlay? Gotta do it manually. What a shame. Nice, thanks for lurking, yeah. Yeah, honestly, the GPS actually saying the street name would be pretty nice. Okay, Liberty Transport Authority classes, logging. We changed all this, perfect. So we can actually use the logging class now. What is this? Logging, log error. An error occurred while trying to initialize bus library. And then the last error gets printed. Last error. Create Graphics also no longer required. Add test bus depots. Oh, okay, I see. Add test route. Ah, okay, that's pretty cool. Letter K. Pretty cool. Play animation. Ooh. Oh, I think this is no longer required to actually set a dummy thread to play an animation. This was an early IVSDK.NET bug, or IVSDK actually had this bug. Hello Tanner, we are working on a new mod, the Liberty Transport Authority mod, which allows the player to become a bus or train driver in Liberty City, or even add AI buses which actually drive to stations and pick up passengers and such. And the player should also be able to get in one and drive to wherever the player wants to drive, or wherever the player wants to get off, whatever station. Very good for RP, I think. Okay, apparently this. Okay. I think I gotta use these close coding in GTA 4 extensions to get access to the task controller. Then we play the animation. Okay, this should definitely be new random. Not needed. We can actually use the native function from GTA 4 itself. So we no longer need that. We can just call get random int. Wait, generate random int in range. Much better than to create a new instance of the random class. Greetings 180. Okay, we can also drop this prefix. Okay, this is to create the banner for Sharp UI, but we don't need that yet. And also remove this. Let's move this below here. Imagine this on MP, that would be pretty cool, but yeah, if the synchronization might... Oh yeah, the synchronization might be hard to do. Not sure. Yeah, GTA 4 is actually missing the RP scene. It has quite a potential, but it never really established, I guess. Yeah, position. It's used right here, okay. Get pose. Okay, doesn't work. Get position, okay. Alright, right here we get the SFX volume, sound effects volume level we set in the settings of DJ4. LCP DFR works perfectly fine on games for Windows Live. Well, now I wonder too how they did it. Such a great mod. I love this mod. Menu pool. Is any menu open? Then we hide all menus. Otherwise we show the main menu. Process keys, this is no longer required. I do remember actually, but we definitely had some problems. Some big problems, I think. If I remember correctly. Display animation thing, I think I will create a utils class. And then I move this in there. Can also make it static. Get task controller, we do need the extension. Why is the overlay spamming? I don't see it. Create audio streams. Did I put the utils class in the classes folder or did I just put it in the main directory? How did I do it in other mods? For example, the more word events mod. Core is within the main directory. Do we have a utils class? Apparently not. Okay, I do actually want a core class for this mod too. This class stores all the audio streams. Create audio streams. Does it create every single audio stream in the directory? This is quite not very optimized, I think. Yeah. This should be like a streaming system. Instead of loading everything at once. Okay, we store the sounds right here, but dynamic sound, what's this? Let's just clean this up first and then check this out. Okay, when the mod initializes, we initialize the core, and when the mod uninitializes, we uninitialize the core. We shut the core down. Yeah, I can probably leave this here. This needs to be moved within the shutdown function. Let's just move the dynamic sound variable 2 in this core class. So we got all the important things right in the core. I will also move the singleton in the core, so we have instant access to it from every class. Initialize takes the main class, and then we can set the singleton. So constructor singleton be gone, and when we initialize the core, we pass in this. Perfect. Unity style approach, I guess. So the bus depots, and the routes will also be moved in the core, I think. This is pretty important stuff for the mod. Instead of lists, I guess. This is fine. Maybe I add the available prefix. Could also do that with sound, available sound. Maybe not. That's fine. This is fine. Okay. The active route. Okay, this I'm gonna move in the core as well, I think. Maybe not actually. This might be better here. But I will rename it to currently active route. Okay, Sharp UI stuff. Once again, Sharp UI. I hate how Visual Studio reorganizes my usings. I absolutely hate it. That's cool. Set volume of all sounds. This gets called every tick. Why? Okay, because it needs to update when you actually... It's based off the current sound effects volume in the game settings. I will move this actually in the core. Public static void update all sounds. This is probably only use, yeah, okay. Sounds away. Yeah, not sure if I like that actually. Does this also take in a float? I like floats a little bit more for this case, in this case. These sound effects volume. A uint. Let's cast it to a float. It's unnecessary or what? But then I will leave it. I'll leave it be. Alright. set volume of all sounds, and then we handle the currently active route right here. Currently active route. It loops through all the stops of this route, then draws a little checkpoint. Checkpoint is green when we already reached this stop, and red if we didn't reach it yet. If the distance between the player and the stop position is less than 5, whatever, I don't know what 5 is, meters maybe, then we announce the next station and set this stop as reached. Still got quite a lot of errors here. Ah, okay. Yep, this needs to move in the core. Core needs to initialize these lists. Play random sound from category. This should also move to the core. But what's a category? Well, I guess we've figured that out soon. Create audio streams. Also gonna move that in the core. Right here. Doesn't need to be public actually. That's only called from within the init function. Script resource folder. Yeah, we can access this through the singleton. I guess not. Why? Okay, because I need to actually do instance. Yes, singleton. Yeah, I'm gonna rename that to instance. I like this. Maybe not. It doesn't matter right now. Okay, in case an error occurred, we log it. Pretty nice. Quite a lot of errors still. Why? Oh, and initialize. Oh, okay. Because of UI and such. Okay, the audio streams only get created when the audio library initializes successfully. This isn't guaranteed because the bus library is a static library. This could be different now since IVSDK.NET changed a little bit. Not sure yet. Alright, move the UI code to a dedicated create UI function. logged in. Ah, this is wrong. Damn, what's happened? Something. Ah, okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. Position. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, I see. Add items. UI item base. Void to sharp. Wait. Let me double check. Oh, okay. I did it different. A little bit different. Did it like so. Subtile welcome. Add items. Play a sound. Oh, damn. Okay, this is. Don't need this. Play animation test. Okay, the UI code is done. Let's create UI right here. Add test route. Core.routes edge. Add a new depot. I'm thinking maybe I should move the initialization code for the audio library within the core itself. Yeah, I will do that. Core is responsible for the initialization. Perfect. Something is still using the managed bus library. What is it? Oh, okay, free. Let's move this to the shutdown. Freeze all resources used by the output device, including all its samples, streams, and MOD musics. Perfect. Okay, we eliminate all errors in the main function, but there are still some errors in some of these classes. Bus stop maybe? Nope. Location? Nope. Nope. Route? Probably yes. Materials? Nope. Okay. Ah, okay. Apparently there's already a little streaming system for these sounds, but that's what the dynamic sound variable is for. Interesting. Okay, I think all errors might be eliminated. Let's try to build it. And it failed. Okay, it's an issue with the .NET Framework version again. Let's update this, or let's bump it to the latest. Actually, that's not even the latest. 4.8.1 I think is the latest, but does it work now? I saw some errors. Oh, it succeeded. Nice. Okay. The mod is the mod built successfully. I would say let's test it out. Let's test it out. Let's test it out and see where we edge. I'll disable some mods for this test. Liberty Transport Authority. Let's copy this in here and copy this folder with all the audio. But we also need the bus library. I don't think... Oh, okay, I do have it. Bus and manage bus. But there could be a version mismatch. Let's see, I guess. I do actually want to test this in base GTA 4. Let's see if there are any errors. Oh, probably not. Okay, it finished loading. It's nice. And we see the checkpoint. Let's see what happens when we reach it. Oh,
The next stop is.
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
The next stop.
okay, pretty cool. Oh,
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
nice. That works again. Right here, what
The
about
next
that?
stop
Oh.
is.
Algonquin Dukes Expressway.
Nice. Okay, the mod works again. And also the code is a little bit cleaner to my liking. More to my liking. Okay. Now I guess the actual development begins. Because we made the mod work on the latest IBSDK.NET version. And now we can actually start working on it. Pretty cool. Oh wait, I want to try the UI. F11 opens it. Oh, this conflicts with the trainer, Liberty's Legacy. Guess I'm just gonna change it to F10. Also, I would like a little bit more logging on what's going on. Alright, let's open the menu. It doesn't work. That's cool. Oh, okay, okay. I forgot to actually draw the menu. Let's subscribe to the on IMGUI rendering. Put it up here, I guess. Then call menu pool dot process drawing. Okay, now we should see the menu. Okay, we see the menu. And I got a little animation test right here. But we can't actually play them because this Sharp UI works a little bit different than the old version I used for this mod. Unfortunately. We can do a little trick though. Let's set the on after draw action, I guess. Okay, it's actually an item base, UI item base. Alright, let's see if that works. Door knock and we press the X button on the controller and nothing happens. The menu loses focus. Well, I guess let's just use D-pad for now. Ein Wiki D-pad right. That should work, hopefully. So door knock, D-pad right. Ah, nice, it plays the animation. Plays the door knock animation. Oh, no longer. Oh, no. There we go. So my idea with the door knock animation is when there's an NPC. So when a player is a bus driver and you close the doors because you want to drive away to the next station, and an NPC comes running and he knocks on the door to let you know, hey, I want to be in the bus, you know. I want to drive with you. Okay, put down, what's that? Okay, I don't know what this animation was about. Not sure. Oh shit, a fight is happening. Oh, backup arrived. Not so useful, but always fun to watch. So I will be right back. Good day, I'm back. Thanks for the kind words, Rises. Wheezy. Okay. What will be the next thing to work on? I wonder. Alright, I wanted to add more logging. Core shutdown, init. Create audio streams. Yeah, we definitely want that. Definitely some logging in here. Logging log. Created. Blah blah blah. Audio streams. Well, the update all sound. I wonder if that works. I would guess so. It's really difficult. Bus depot. I wonder if we can change this up. The location, source, the position, and heading. Really simple stuff. Maybe we can leave it be. Alright, the actual bus stop just has a position and two variables. If we actually reached it and if it was announced. And it uses JSON, which is pretty nice. The JSON library. Good decision, previous me. Alright, so announce next station for bus stop. Oh, the ignore announce check is being set to true here. I don't know why. Let's set it to false and see if it no longer spams the announcements.
The next stop is
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
Okay, it no longer spams them. But one thing I wonder, the woman's voice is quite quiet, but the man's voice is very loud. Is it not updated correctly or what? Okay, for debugging, let's actually ignore the announce check. So we can keep hearing it.
the next stop is
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
Okay, what happens if we set this to null, the sound effects level?
Iroquois Avenue,
Oh, okay.
Cisco Street.
Alright.
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
Okay, the dynamic sound, I guess, is not being updated with the current sound effects volume. Let's see, announce next station. Then it... but this is always not true, so can get rid of that. Alright, get street name, the next bus stop is located. The next bus stop is located. Next stop. Native word gets street name, name 1. What's name 1? So it returns a string and then it also returns a string right here. Street name and name 1. Okay. Right here it says the next stop is. Wait until sound finish playing. I wonder why it checks if the next stop is null here but not up here. If it is null and we try to exit this here, it crashes. So, not sure what this is about. Why I've done this. So I guess we can put this here. Then check up here. We return null. We return from this task. Then this is getting called and we set the announcement task ID to an empty ID. Try to find a file that matches the names. What names? Name 1 and street name. Okay, yeah, the dynamic sound. Dynamic sound is not updated. We can do that right here. And this sets the dynamic sound to. Yeah, let's update the dynamic sound volume. I think I'm gonna create a little helper function for this SFX setting for this line, maybe in utils. Probably, but wait. Okay, perfect. Let's do the same for this dynamic sound. Nice, nice. Let's set the volume to 0. Nice, perfect. And let's increase the volume to half maybe.
The next stop is
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
That's perfect. That is very good. That is very good. Okay, this is also pretty bad. It should instead use the path.combine function. This is especially important for the Linux user, because the path separator is different. It's a / I think on Linux, and on Windows it's \. So path combine, we take the resource folder. Then audio. Then streets. Street name. Nice. By the way, thanks for the follow, Shaydu656. I'm not sure why my Twitch notifications don't work. I have no idea. Very unfortunate. I have them set up, but the alerts don't work. No idea why. Alright, same thing here. Let's change this to path combine instead for the Linux users. So it's platform independent. That's better. That's better. Let's try it out one more time. Okay, it's wet because we haven't reached the stop yet. Let's reach it.
The next stop is
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
Perfect, the sound plays and it's green, so we reached it. And let's go to the other one, test 2.
the next stop is
Algonquin Dukes Expressway.
Nice. One thing we definitely have to keep in mind is that right now I think we can reach them in any order.
the next
Yes.
stop is
Mohawk Avenue, Broke Up Dukes Expressway.
Wait, now it said Mohawk Avenue. It didn't set that oh wait. Okay, it thinks we doing the route in reverse now. It announced this here, Mohawk Avenue.
the next stop is
Algonquin Dukes
Okay,
Expressway.
and Algonquin Dukes Expressway. That is not here. That is here, I think. Is it? Algonquin Dukes Expressway. Oh. Okay. Sick rap. Sick rap. No idea what happens there. It should announce that the bus ends here and that all passengers should leave immediately. Why does it spam these audios? These sounds. Let's see. Should be somewhere. Oh, okay, it spammed them because the announced next station 4 ignores the announced check. Okay, let's maybe not ignore it.
the next stop is
Iroquois Avenue, Cisco Street.
the next stop is
Algonquin Dukes Expressway.
Alright, let's see what happens.
End of line. This bus is now terminated.
Nice. Pretty cool. So this was the last stop. Nice, nice. Pretty nice. Oh wait. Didn't I had a version which already had a new UI for this bus depot here, in which you could become a bus driver and such, so you had the option. I remember something about that. Is this a different version? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see another Liberty Transport Authority. There are no resources in here. It's only 14 kilobyte. There is an INI file in here. Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is the Scripto.net version. Oh, this was the time when I still made Scripto.net mods. Alright, that's horrible. So good that we made this mod in IVSK.net. Let's mark it as the Scripto.net version. Hello? Okay. At test route. Apparently there are 4 stops, but I only saw 3. That's weird. Okay. Well, I'm glad the Scripto.net version wasn't so different from the IVSK.net version. It only had the UI really, and not the announcement stuff, which is a little bit more advanced. Thank God. Okay. I think we should maybe design the UI first. We can take some stuff from Scripto.net version though, which is pretty good. Because it had already had the coordinates for the bus depot and such, which we can reuse. Oh wait, there's already one here. I think it has a visualize function. Yeah, let's call this. Let's visualize all bus depots. There it is. There's also... what's going on here? Why is there a checkpoint here? Okay, there is one here, that's good. That's where the player needs to go to get a job. to become a bus driver or train driver, I guess. For the train, I should maybe choose a different location because this clearly says bus depot. I wonder why there is a checkpoint here. Okay. There's a start position and there's a bus spawn location. Okay. So this is where the bus would spawn, in which a player will be teleported, or maybe not teleported. It's kind of weird. Maybe I make it so there are usually buses right here, as you guys can see. But when there's not, I could maybe make sure there's always one here when the player becomes a bus driver. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the location can stay here. That's fine. Maybe to end the shift, there's like this spot here. Maybe to end the shift, the player needs to drive the bus to here. Then maybe a little cutscene also starts, or the screen fades black. Little mission completed audio plays, and then the bus is gone. And then you maybe get to check out the payment. Bus spawn location. Yeah, should probably. This is a good idea, I guess. Bus spawn location, start location. Yeah, I do want to rename this to location. If it was only a vector 3, then I would have named it position. But since this contains a vector 3 and a float for the heading, we could also use a vector 4 for that. Because then we have X, Y, Z and W. The W can be used for the heading. So we don't need a custom struct for this. Because there are just these two things here in a way. Yeah, these are the only things in here. I think I'm gonna change it to a vector 4. So we don't need this custom struct. Maybe I should check first because I do anything. Before I do anything. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear. Yeah, nah. Get rid of location. We will instead use a vector 4. Yeah, I guess now I'm gonna call it position. Can I convert this to a vector 3? I think there was something in close coding here for that. Extensions maybe? Let's see. No. Pretty poopy. We need to make our own vector 4 extension. So let's create a class, a folder, extensions. Then create a class, vector 4 extensions. Let's make it public static. And then system numerics, of course, to access them vectors. Alright, and then simply public static vector free. Then we call it to vector free. And then to make it an extension, we're gonna write this and then vector 4. Now let's construct a new vector 3 with the x, y, z values from the vector 4. Perfect. Now we have an extension for vector 4. We can use it like so. First include the extension namespace, and then since the start position is a vector 4, we can just now dot, and then we have this little extension symbol. And then we have our function to vector 3. Very good feature of C# to have extensions without needing to change the actual struct or class or whatever. Alright, bus depot, we need to make this a vector 4. Nice. Much better. I like it much better. Is there anything else that use the location? Apparently not. What? This was the only thing that used the location struct. Okay, good that we changed this. So didn't have much purpose. Okay, I think I'm gonna make the UI now for the bus station. Oh, the bus is gone. Someone went on duty. On shift, whatever. So when the player enters the checkpoint, the menu should appear. But first, we need to create a function with which we can get the closest bus depot. Public static bus depot find closest. Gotta use the numerics namespace. Okay, vector 3 player pose or from position. It's the return bus depot search where. How does this work again? I should probably sort them by distance. Start position. Nah. Wait, I gotta check how I did this. How this worked. I think more word events. Add this. Scripted events, I guess. Find number of active events. Nah, something. Some mod had this. Let me see. Project Thunder? Nah, I don't think so. Don't think so. Don't think so. Underground Intel. Yeah, this was it. In the core. This must have been it. Find closest dealer spot from position. So dealers where the vector free distance is below the activation distance. Okay, I guess this works for us too. Let's just copy this. Maybe I do actually want this check here. So bus depots where x vector free distance x dot start position dot to vector free. We need that extension again. That vector 4 extension is below, let's say 5. I guess this means meters. I'm still not sure. Alright, find closest depot. So let's call this here. Give it the current player position. This returns the bus depot. Okay, and if this is not null, let's stop visualizing it. Actually, I'm gonna take this code. So if this is not null, then we draw it. We visualize the... Oh wait, I can do like this. Much better. Much easier. Oh, it's a C# extension, a color extension, so it shows them color. Example, when you write color.red, it shows a little red square. Really handy extension. Also works with hexadecimal color values too, I think. Pretty nice. Pretty useful. So let's see. Nothing visualized. Ah, it works. Okay. I can also give you the name of the extension. I just remember. This would be pretty helpful, I think. In storage. Yeah, it's called C# Inline Color Visualizer. That's the extension. Yeah, there we go. Pretty cool. Pretty nice extension. Okay, when we have a closest depot, then I think I would like the menu to automatically open. Maybe that's not the best idea, I think. Might not be the best idea. A Stockholm Syndrome relation with C++. Well, I wish I had a relation with C++. I would... Yeah, I mean, it's such a powerful language. Especially for modding. But I like my C#, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the main menu, that's nothing right now. One item. That plays an animation. Little debug menu. Let's create another menu. This is the menu for the bus depot. The bus depot menu. Let's create it. Yeah, let's say welcome again, I guess. And for the subtitle, add items. A new array of type UI item base. So, what do we want in the menu? Maybe we can look at this GoodTalk.net version of the mod, because this one already had a menu. I wonder what items I put in there. Okay, we have some states. Is currently driving a bus route, is working for LTA. Menu, selected menu, startup, okay, and enum. Where are the actual menus? Ah, okay. There we go, startup menu. Okay, we have a startup menu. Startup. Start working for LTA. Selected menu, main menu, so it throws us in the main menu. Sets this working for LTL state to true. And then it hides all menus. Oh, I hate this version of Sharp UI. No, it's not even Sharp UI, it's my old native UI library. Not recommended to use anymore. There we go, native UI, startup menu, main menu, so there we go. So, stop working for LTA, start working as a bus driver, cancel current job. What's the job? I think it's just an enum. Yeah, it's just an enum. Bus driver, train driver. I'm actually gonna take this because this is useful. Though I will make a new class for the enums. And public, please. Bus driver, train driver. Current job. Okay, this has the This is set to none by default. Don't need that. Current job. What else could we... Okay, this is quite hard-coded. Headquarter. Oh, okay, the headquarter. Oh, okay. This is interesting. The headquarter of LTA, Liberty Transport Authority, is located right here, I think. There we go. There. Liberty Transport Authority. So maybe when we stand here, we have the option to become either a bus driver or a train driver, and if we are at a bus depot, we only have the option to become a bus driver. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think I'm gonna do it like that. So main menu, bus depot menu, main menu. I think I'm gonna remove. We don't need that. Oh wait. Nah, I don't think. I do think we actually need a main menu. So if the player decides to no longer be a bus driver or train driver while he is one, then they can open the global menu and then just cancel everything. So they don't have to drive back to the depot first and then cancel the job. This would be annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna call it main menu. So, not sure what kind of items we want in it yet, but we definitely need one. Definitely need a main menu. So, bus depot menu. Not quite sure how to design it yet. I could have one menu and then the items change based on the current, based on some conditions. Like if we don't have a job yet, then we have the option to get one at a bus depot, and if we already have a job, then the menu would look different. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I will have separate menus. So bus depot menu, I will maybe startup menu. Startup menu, bus depot startup menu when you not have a job right now. And then, yeah, this I'm gonna call main menu. Startup menu, main menu, and from within the main menu you can cancel the current job or choose a bus route. And then actually start working. So this is for the not main menu, sondern only main menu. Nice. So startup menu, welcome to LTA bus. Let's see. Broker bus depot. Here, there, everywhere. Same for the train. Is there a dedicated train depot in GTA 4? I don't think so. I will call the variable like this for now. Gonna have to take a look if there actually is one, but I don't think so. Startup menu, same for like the bus thingy, and main menu. Employment. Is this wrote correctly? Employment. Gotta make sure. Yep. Starts your employment as a bus driver. A. One click. Then we gonna change the current job. To the bus driver. Okay, and then we also want to change the menu to the bus depot main menu. Menu pool. Show menu. Main menu. Subtitle should be something different. Start driving. Choose routes. Or end your employment. Alright, start driving. Yeah, this definitely needs a combo box item, I would say, with the available bus routes. Available bus route. choose a bus route to drive. Start driving, I guess. I think would also be nice to preview the current route. So I want to make it so I think it's the same in GTA 4 multiplayer, a race, multiplayer race, that the route is actually drawn on the map. I do want to make the same. So first of all, you actually know where to go, and you can preview it. That would be pretty cool, but I'm not yet sure how GTA 4 does that. Ah, maybe. Isn't there a native checkpoint? A native checkpoint thing? And then we have visible. Nah, okay, visible is false. I was thinking of native blip. Blip, route active, okay. They might have done it with blips. We can also set the color of this blip, so this would also change the color of the route. Like the line drawn on this line here would change this color. Available bus routes, and then we have start driving. That's pretty cool. Same here actually. Welcome to LTA train. Become a train driver. Then show this menu as a train driver for LTA. And I guess the same right here. Train routes. I mean, yeah, there aren't that many. I would assume so. Available train routes. Choose a train route to drive. Start driving. Okay, so let's see. So this here finds the closest depot. And then, if one was found, I would like to show a subtitle message. Like press a certain key to open the menu. So show subtitle message, but I unfortunately don't remember how the subtitle message shows like key values. Maybe I have an example. Ah, with the hot dog guy. Ah, yeah, this isn't a subtitle, but it is a little notification at the top right. So I would like to show keys, like we see in this notification here. So the player knows which key to press to open the menu. That would be pretty cool. I mean, we don't have to do it right now. So I guess I'm just gonna right, press F10, I guess I would choose for now, because it's also F10. Press F10 to open the menu. Close this is not now. And oh wait. Okay, this is the depot, okay. Some helper functions to see if any of the bus menu is open or not. Is any bus menu open? Return bus depot main menu dot is visible, or bus depot main menu is visible. We do a helper function, so we don't spam this message. I do also want I think I would generalize it. Instead of calling it bus depot, I'm just gonna call it depot. So then I could also use the same class for the train thing. Find closest depot and then of type bus or train. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Definitely gonna, yeah. Definitely gonna do that. Gonna rename this to vehicle spawn position. And job type. Yeah, I'm gonna reuse this. I'm not gonna use it. Okay. Public enum depot type bus train. The depot type, I guess. That's fine, it's fine. Should also include it in the constructor, is very important. So we can differentiate. And then in the core, find closest depot of type. Do we want that? I mean, this is good to search for a specific type. But here we want to actually find any closest depot. So I guess I'm also gonna add any item to this depot type. And then I'm gonna include that here. If of type is not any. Oh. And then this. Let's see, is this correct? So if this is not any, and then if this matches this, then we also check this. This might be wrong. Not gonna lie, this might be wrong. Sometimes I get pretty confused with those if checks. The conditional checks. Ah, of course, we need to specify the type. A bus depot. Yeah, okay, it doesn't work. My if check is wrong. I knew it. I'm gonna make it a little bit simpler. Okay, this should work. Yep, it does. Alright, press F10 to open the menu. Yep, this is the main menu which opens, which isn't correct right now. It should open the corresponding thingy. So I think I'm gonna store this variable up here. Currently active route. Current closest. So let's see. If there's no closest depot, then we want to show the default main menu. But if there is a current closest depot, then we check the type. Current closest depot. I don't like this nested if statement, if statements thing. So we ignore any. Alright, if it's a bus depot, then we want to open the bus depot start menu for now. We obviously need to check if the player is already employed, then we don't need to show the start menu, we can instantly show the main menu. And the same for the train depot start menu. Let's see. Alright. No closest depot when I press F10. the main menu opens. But now we have one, and if we press F10, yes, welcome to LTA bus. Become a bus driver. Let's click on it. Oh, we cannot click on it. What's going on? Oh, that's weird. Oh no, what happened? Ah, what happened? This was weird. Let's see, main menu. F10. And it keeps printing the message. It shouldn't do that. Ah, okay, I know why. Because I'm now assuming. But wait, it shouldn't actually. Ah, okay, we don't check for the startup menu. Okay. Alright, available bus routes, then we need to load them and then add them in this combo box. Then we can press start driving or start shift, I guess, maybe. Start route, whatever. Pretty cool. A basic UI layout ready, I think. Of course, very subject to change. Yeah. Still a lot to do, but a mod with quite a potential. I will actually call it a day right here. I mean, we got the mod working and added some UI stuff. That's alright, that's alright. I think this is good for now, for a beginning. I mean, the mod reported it to the latest IVSCK. The audio thing works. Basic UI done. Yeah, still a lot to do, but yeah, I guess. Well, that sucks, of course. Yeah. Well, next stream it is then. Don't miss it, Air. Don't miss it. Alright, yeah, I will call it a day right now. Yeah. I will see you in the next stream. It's Thursday. Let me double check. Yeah, Thursday. Thursday, 6 PM I guess, or maybe a little bit later. Not sure yet. No idea what time is the best time. Because of time zones. Very nice, very nice. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. I'll see what you cooked up. Oh, my hands are so itchy. Damn, sun allergy or something. Gotta send the... Yeah, alright. Nice. Really nice. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I am pretty white. Alright, yeah. See you in the next stream. I'm gone now. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.